Rey Mysterio hints at hanging up the mask to Kurt Angle. Retirement on horizon? WWE legend Rey Mysterio has hinted at retirement a year after becoming the only active wrestler to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Mysterio, 50, is yet to make any concrete plans for his retirement, even though he has achieved pretty much everything there is to achieve in the WWE. Rey Mysterio to retire? Kurt Angle fishes for deets. Mysterio recently sat down with Kurt Angle and rewatched an old match of his that took place on Saturday night's main event back in 2006. Angle asked Mysterio about his plans for retirement, to which he said, "I'll let the fans decide." After cutting all of WWE's major titles off his bucket list, Rey Mysterio had just one dream left. The Lucha Libre legend wished to share the ring with his son, Dominic Mysterio. This is another dream that Mysterio realized a few years ago. While the two are completely opposed to each other as per the ongoing storyline, surely sharing the ring must have been a special moment for the father-son duo. With that out of the way, Mysterio could retire tomorrow and wouldn't have any regrets about it. However, he has always had a special connection with the fans, so Mysterio has left it up to them to decide when it's time to hang up the mask. It is safe to say that 2025 is already filled with a lot of superstar retirements. Rey Mysterio comments on how he will decide to retire. Recently, a WWE Hall of Famer celebrated his 50th birthday. It was none other than former WWE World Heavyweight Champion and leader of the LWO, Rey Mysterio. Mysterio is still an active wrestler. Recently, the master of the 619 responded to when he would like to hang up his wrestling boots. Ahead of the return of the iconic Saturday night main event special event, WWE Hall of Famers Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle reunited to watch a match at the iconic event involving the two. It was a 2 versus 3 handicap tag team match between the team of John Cena and Triple H against Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, and Randy Orton. In the end, after a hard-fought battle, the team of Cena and Triple H won the match. While watching the match, Kurt Angle asked Mysterio about when he would like to retire. The WWE Hall of Famer replied by stating that he would let the WWE Universe decide. Rey Mysterio shares his thoughts on wrestling Dominic Mysterio once again. The WWE Hall of Famer was recently interviewed by Pete Rosenberg on the Cheap Heat podcast. During the interview, Rey Mysterio reflected on his rivalry with his son Dominic Mysterio. Mysterio is willing to rekindle his rivalry with his son. So I don't think that when a father fights with their son or daughter, fights with mom, that's family. That always stays there. That's never going to go away. So eventually I think if the papers are turned and it's time for us to walk around the corner and bump heads again, and we have to go at it one more time, let's do it. That's something that as a father, they always would love to have with their kids. It's to be able to reconnect and end of how you started on the good side. So I don't know if that's going to happen. But over the years, people change. Sometimes for good, sometimes for bad. Hopefully one day Dom can see the bright side of being on the Mysterio's side and just being family overall. But I think that's going to be very hard. I'm dreaming. I'm just dreaming, Rey Mysterio said. Rey Mysterio to let fans decide when he retires. Kevin Owens provides an update on his son. In a new video posted to WWE's YouTube channel, Rey Mysterio was asked about potentially retiring from WWE. Mysterio, who is currently 50 years old, says he'll let the fans decide when it comes time to retire. During a recent interview with Alex McCarthy of the Daily Mail, KO provided an update on his son's training. He said, "No, there is still interest, but I am not pushing him to do anything he shouldn't be doing before it is too soon. I started training when I was 14, had my first match at 16, and while I feel pretty great for my age, I am 40 now and I've been doing this for 25 years. I probably could have benefited from waiting a few years and starting my career a little later. Obviously, the circumstances are not the same for him as they were for me. I had no idea where to start and felt like time was against me at any point in my career because you are not getting any younger. You've got to get your name out there. Now the way things have changed, I know some people that might be able to help him. He is focusing on his school and other stuff. When he really is ready to dive in head first, he has all the tools at his disposal. So I'm not rushing him, and he is not in a rush either. He is still growing from what I can tell, I think. That's not going away. After making history with his induction in 2023, WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio has addressed his potential WWE retirement. Last year, Rey Mysterio made history by becoming the only active WWE star to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Despite still competing at the age of 50, Mysterio has yet to announce any concrete plans for retirement, with the three-time former WWE World Champion still going stronger than ever. In a recent WWE YouTube video where Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle watched their match from WWE Saturday Night's main event in March 2006, with the duo teaming with Randy Orton against Triple H and John Cena, Angle asked Mysterio when he was going to retire. He answered. Rey Mysterio makes a brief comment about potentially retiring from WWE. Rey Mysterio recently turned 50, and after being inducted into WWE Hall of Fame in 2023, he has been the only active superstar to be inducted into the Hall of Fame and continue being active in WWE. He has yet to announce any concrete retirement plans. During a recent WWE YouTube video where Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle watched their match from WWE Saturday Night's main event in March 2006, where they teamed with Randy Orton against Triple H and John Cena, Angle asked Mysterio when he was going to retire. Mysterio just chuckled and said, "I'll let the fans decide." There you have it. Rey Mysterio has always had a special connection with the wrestling fans, and that will play a factor in his career right up until the very end. One of the other competitors in that match, John Cena, will be retiring at the end of 2025. He will be giving WWE all of the next calendar year for a big retirement tour. Learn more about that here. A legendary WWE superstar explained why he was scared to death when he faced Rey Mysterio in a match. Kurt Angle felt afraid before locking horns with Mysterio at SummerSlam 2002. Mysterio made his WWE debut on July 25, 2002, against Chavo Guerrero on SmackDown. His first feud was against Angle, and they battled it out at SummerSlam in New York, with the Olympian coming out on top. Speaking on the latest episode of WWE Playback on YouTube, Mysterio and Angle looked back and watched their 3-on-2 handicap match at Saturday Night's main event in 2006. They teamed up with Randy Orton to take on Triple H and John Cena. The two Hall of Famers discussed what it was like to work with Triple H before Angle opened up about the first time he faced Mysterio. He revealed that he was scared before the match because he had no prior experience working with a luchador. "Ray, I was scared to death when you and I first wrestled at SummerSlam 2001, I believe 2002. I was scared to death because I never wrestled a lucha wrestler before," Angle said. Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio would get involved next in the tag team.